Hello and welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning back in again. This is the second half of the presentation for the introduction overview to the culture, geography, and history of India. Before we resume, please once again, let me encourage you to still have the lesson doc open so that you can follow along and then answer the key concept questions and complete the exercises accordingly. Once again, remember that you can stop and start any part of this presentation for detailed cardio repetition later on. Let's begin. Culture. Food. Indian dishes vary per region, though most of them are flavored with many spices such as cinnamon, garlic, and cumin. Most dishes are prepared with rice, vegetables, bread, and yogurt. Curry is probably the country's most famous dish, and they come in many flavors and are made with various spices. Most curries are eaten with rice or roti, which is a flat bread made from wheat flour. About 30% of the population is vegetarian. Cows are considered holy in the Hindu religion, so many Indians don't eat beef. In some provinces, it is actually illegal to eat beef, so the most common meats include chicken and lamb. The Indian people are traditionally eat their meals with the right hand. Clothing. A sari is the most common outfit and worn by women on a daily basis. It is a traditional dress with long, colorful pieces of cloth, with one piece draped over the shoulder and wrapped around the waist. Historians believe that the sari has been around since the days of the Indus Valley Civilization over 5,000 years ago. Men typically wear dayats, which is a long piece of cloth that is tied around the waist and between the legs. Bindi. A bindi is a colored dot worn on the center of the forehead close to the eyebrows. It is an old Hindu tradition that is still worn by many Indians across the country. Now in the past, both men and women wore these marks, but today it is more common for women only. It is worn for various reasons. Traditionally, married women wear a red bindi, and unmarried women and young girls wear colored dots. However, they also have a religious meaning. They represent the third eye, which sees the spiritual world, rather than the physical world. Bindis come in all sizes and colors and can also be worn as a fashion item too. Sports. India is a country with many different cultures and people, but one thing that unites everyone is certainly the game of cricket. The people are very passionate about the sport. No matter in what part of India you are, you can always see Indian children playing cricket somewhere. The British introduced cricket in India in the early 18th century, and it was quickly adopted by the locals. At this time, you may answer the key concept questions or complete the exercises, and you may resume to the next reading accordingly. Let's resume to the next reading on the caste system. The caste system. So the caste system in India divides people into different social and occupational groups. It has had an immense impact on Indian society for centuries. The caste system originated in an early form of Hinduism, where people reincarnate into higher or lower ranks. The system separates people with different occupations and limits with social interactions that they may have. The different castes are originated or organized into a hierarchical order wherein members of specific castes are expected to show behavior that is acceptable for that rank. There are four main ranks in the caste system, which are referred to as varnas. The castes are based on profession, personality, and birth. The caste system has caused many problems in India's society. The biggest problem is that people from lower castes were not able to move to higher castes, which prevented many people from becoming successful. Although the caste system is officially forbidden in India, most people still marry people from the same rank. In the bigger cities, however, people from all different ranks socialize and do business with each other. According to Indian law, it is not allowed to discriminate against people because of the caste that they belong to. Here are the four castes. Brahmins, which are priests and academics. Kshatriyas, who are warriors and kings. Vaishyas, who are skilled traders, minor officials, and farmers. And Sudras, who are the manual laborers. We'll delve into this a little bit more when we talk about Hinduism in the next lesson. You may proceed to answer the key concept questions and or finish the next part of the reading. Let's go to the final part of the reading on attractions. And here's the final section of the reading on attractions. The Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal was built as a monument to the wife of Emperor Shah Jahan of the Mughal Empire. When the wife of Emperor died in 1631, the ruler decided to build a mausoleum for her, the Taj Mahal. It took more than 20 years, 22,000 workers, and 1,000 elephants to build the tomb. Different kinds of marble from all over the world were used in the construction. Next is the Amir Fort. Amir Fort features a mix of Hindu and Muslim architecture. The fort was built in the 16th century by a local ruler named Maharaja Man Singh, and the fort was constructed in Rajasthan, a province in western India. Amir Fort was constructed in a marble and red sandstone. It looks rather rough from the outside, but the inside is very beautiful and charming, with temples, palaces, and pavilions. Down here is Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer is a fortified city in the Thar Desert in western India. It was founded by the ruler of Jaisalmer, Rao Josiah, in 1156. The old city was strategically situated on a Central Asian trade route. Enormous taxes were expected from the traders with goods such as silk, spices, and opium. Up here are the Ajanta caves. The Ajanta caves were constructed in the 2nd century BC and were carved out of rock. In 650 AD, the caves were abandoned and forgotten. A long time later, in 1819, the British hunter rediscovered the magnificent caves. The caves are still in very good state because of their isolated location. There are even paintings that have been well preserved. The murals show a large variety of events such as battles, city streets, sailing ships, and animals. And down here is Varanasi. Varanasi is one of the most sacred places in Hinduism. It is the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world and is located on the banks of the Ganges River. According to legend, the ancient city was founded by a Hindu deity, Lord Shiva, about 5,000 years ago. Many Hindu pilgrims visit the city to wash away their sins by taking a dip in the Ganges River. So there you guys have it. Everything I would like for you to know about India's rich culture, geography, and history. Certainly, if you need to, like I said, replay any part of this presentation for detailed clarity and repetition, and good luck with completing the rest of the lesson. Thank you very much for tuning in.